When your life depends on timing, gear failure isn't an option. Soldiers, explorers, and survivalists all rely on watches built to handle the world's harshest conditions, extreme temperatures, shocks, water, and everything in between. These aren't fashion pieces, they're tools built for endurance, precision, and absolute reliability. In this video, we're counting down the 10 toughest survival watches every soldier trusts. From military-grade field watches to rugged tactical timepieces, these models have proven themselves in real combat zones and unforgiving environments. If you want a watch that won't quit when things get rough, this list is for you. Number 10. Luminox Navy SEAL 3500 Series. The Luminox Navy SEAL 3500 series endures as a battle-hardened beacon in 2025's tactical arsenal, its 45 MAPE Carbonox TM. Casio, proprietary carbon composite forged for featherweight ferocity at just 68 grams, shielding a Ronda 515 Swiss quartz heart against shocks that would shatter lesser alloys, while the unidirectional rotating bezel, etched with 60 precise clicks, tracks elapsed peril from midnight raids to dawn patrols with unerring grit. This evolution of the iconic 3001 lineage, emblazoned with the SEAL trident on its screw-in stainless steel caseback, plunges to 200 meters via robust gaskets and a helium escape valve, defying the abyss where pressure crushes the unprepared, its hardened mineral crystal dome repelling scratches from rifle slings or coral scrapes alike. At the core pulses Luminox light technology, tritium gas tubes illuminating indices, hands, and bezel pip for 25 years of perpetual glow-no charging, no fading ensuring legibility through smoke-filled breaches or starless nights, where every second gleams like a suppressed muzzle flash. The sapphire-like durability of Carbonox's TM, resistant to thermal extremes and corrosive salts, pairs with a supple rubber strap or optional NATO weave for all-terrain adhesion, its quick-release pins swapping seamlessly for mission-specific camouflage, while the exhibition caseback unveils the movement's disciplined rhythm, a silent oath to precision amid chaos. Bluetooth integration whispers notifications from paired smartphones, syncing time across 38 zones without compromising stealth, augmented by a perpetual calendar that anticipates leap years and lunar cycles for high-stakes insertions. Number 9. Suunto Core All Black. The Suunto Core All Black Tactical Chronometer claims its throne in 2025 as the minimalist maestro for mud-caked maneuvers. Its 49mm composite case light has a shadow at 64 grams, encasing an altimeter that maps ascents with plus 10-meter acuity, a barometer forecasting storms via pressure gradients, and a digital compass that orients true north amid magnetic mayhem. All powered by a user-replaceable CR16 mycedine battery lasting 2 years in the fiercest foxholes. This Finnish-forged fortress, with its aluminum bezel and mineral crystal shield, withstands 30 meters of immersion for tactical baptisms in rain-lashed recon, while the elastomer strap textured for grip in gauntlet secures with a pin buckle that defies debris, its negative LCD display inverting for glare-proof glances under equatorial suns or Arctic auroras. The storm alarm wails at impending fronts, blending barometric prophecy with audible urgency to preempt ambushes from anvil clouds, complemented by a thermometer charting core temps from 5 to plus 50, vital for hypothermia hunts or heat stroke halts in hostile climes. Sunrise-sunset algorithms plot light lines for nocturnal navigations, syncing with a countdown timer and 5 alarms that rouse without radios, while the multilingual menu toggles modes from depth gauge to 10 meters for shallow ops to dual time for Delta deployments. At $219, it eclipses entry-level analogs in sensor supremacy, with Rangers revering its pocket oracle precision that outpaces apps in EMP shadows, the all-black stealth evoking a silenced suppressor, where icons flicker like fireflies in the void. Number 8. Citizen ProMaster EcoDrive BM818003E. The Citizen ProMaster EcoDrive BM818003E marches into 2025 as the unyielding understudy for frontline foragers, its 37mm stainless steel bastion brushed for battlefield camouflage harnessing EcoDrive solar quartz for eternal energy from dawn drills to dusk digs, converting light quanta into ceaseless cadence without battery betrayals, while the screwback case vaults 100 meters against monsoons or mortar splashes. This garrison grail, with its fixed bezel and mineral crystal rampart, deploys luminous hands and indices that phosphoresce through powder smoke, framing a day-date window at 3 o'clock magnified for mud-flecked myopia, its Arabic numerals evoking field manual austerity amid the black dial's obsidian expanse. The caliber E101, accurate to plus 15 seconds monthly, integrates a perpetual calendar that anticipates epochs, syncing seamlessly with the woven green nylon strap patterned for perspiration wicking and buckle fast for hasty harnesses. Its 18mm width hugging wrists at 110 grams like a loyal lieutenant. Anti-magnetic shielding repels rifle rounds' residual fields, ensuring ticks triumph over tumult, while the pull-push crown, recessed for resilience, adjusts without exposure in entangled entanglements. Priced at $150, it outflanks fashion field watches in fortitude, with grunts glorifying its green machine glow that endures equatorial eternities. The olive strap's canvas weave mirroring camo cords for covert confluence. The dial's stark simplicity, where lume plots pierce the pall like perimeter lights, pairs with the case's screw-down solidarity for submersion and surrender, a testament to Citizen's 1918 genesis in luminous legacies. In 2025's crucible of close-quarters calculus, the BM818003E emerges as an emblem of economical endurance, where solar sovereignty and strap sturdiness entwine in emerald elegance, anointing infantry with inscribed integrity. This ProMaster paragon polishes the pantheon of patrol pieces, a verdant vanguard distilling daylight into durable dawn, where luxury lies in the luminous ledger of lasting light. Number 7. Timex Expedition North Tide Temp Compass. The Timex Expedition North Tide Temp Compass surges into 2025 as the amphibious almanac for coastal commandos. Its 45mm 316L stainless steel hull, 13mm thick with bidirectional bezel, propelling a quartz core that toggles a fourth hand for tide cycles, air-water thermometry from 10 degrees to 60 degrees, and analog compass declination dialed for polar precision. All illuminated by Indiglo Night Mode that bathes the black dial in sapphire luminescence for midnight maneuvers. This literal legend, with sapphire crystal anti-reflective armor and screw-down crown, conquers 100 meters via O-ring oracles, its silicone strap or eco-leather tether recycled from ocean refuse clutching at 160 grams, with quick-adjust clasps for wetsuit weddings or wave-whipped watches. The Tide Tracker counts down highs-lows via lunar lore, syncing with a digital thermometer that probes plunge temps for hypothermic heuristics, while the compass rose, etched on the bezel, bearings with 360-degree fidelity, its luminescent markers mapping moonlit marshes or mangrove mazes. QuickDate flips calendars at midnight, augmented by chronograph splits to 1/100 second for breach timings, and 5 alarms that echo over breakers. The fabric variant's double-layer weave warding water, while the leather's dry tan defies deluges. Priced at $200, it eclipses coastal Casio's in compass cunning, with surf sentries saluting its wave whisperer wrist that withstands salt and surf without surrender, the gray bezel's nautical notches narrating nautical narratives in brushed benevolence. The elliptical case, contoured for cuff concealment, mates with the strap's symbolic compass embroidery for talismanic tactility, while vibration-proofing vanquishes vessel vibrations. In 2025's tidal theater of tempests, the Expedition North navigates nobly, where tidal tempos and thermal traces transmute into tactical truths, baptizing beachheads with buoyant bravery. This Timex Titan tempers the torrent of tool watches, a shelled soothsayer distilling direction into dawn's decree, where luxury laps in lean lines of lunar legacy. Number 6. Garmin Instinct 3 Solar. The Garmin Instinct 3 Solar vaults 2025's vanguard as the solar sentinel for savage sojourns, its 45mm fiber-reinforced polymer Fortress 14, 5mm thick at 53 grams, harnessing multi-band GPS for sub-meter mapping in urban canyons or equatorial enigmas, while the MIP Solar Lens Power Glass TM, extending smartwatch mode to unlimited under 3 hours daily Sun Fuels Elevate Gen 4 HR optics, tracking VO2 max, HRV, and respiration through ruck-ravaged rhythms. This tactical titan with metal bezel reinforcement and silicone quick-fit strap submerges to 100 meters for submersible strikes. Its built-in LED flashlight strobe, red night vision, 300-lumen flood-piercing pitch-black perimeters or cave crawls, augmented by pulse ox for altitude acclimation and body battery for fatigue forecasts amid forced marches. Trackback or EE reverses routes sans maps, while breadcrumb navigation plots 32 GWB waypoints for wilderness weaves, the 50mm variant amplifying antenna arcs for Arctic assays, its thermal sensor charting skin temps for frostbite firewalls. Garmin Pay R tenders contactless trades in theater bazaars, syncing via anti-Pisces Bluetooth to squad apps for shared Stravas, while 24/7 sleep staging and recovery advisors calibrate circadian cadences for circadian command. Priced at $399, it outpaces Polar in solar supremacy, with Rangers raving its endless expedition ethos that eclipses AMOLED rivals in off-grid odysseys, the black charcoal hue haunting horizons like a heat mirage. The MIP's transflective tapestry, blooming brighter in blaze, weds the strap's breathable weave for all-altitude affinity, while multi-GNSS fusion foils foliage follies. In 2025's labyrinth of lost latitudes, the Instinct 3 Solar illuminates indefatigably, where satellite symphonies and solar sagas synthesize survival's score, empowering elites with etched eminence. This Garmin Grail girds the grid of grit, a sun-soaked sovereign distilling data into dawn's dominion, where luxury lords in lavish lineage of limitless light. Number 5. Casio ProTrek PAG 240. The Casio ProTrek PH240 ascends 2025's apex as the altimetric archivist for alpine aggressors. Its 57mm resin Citadel, 15.3 meters thick, at 94 grams, deploying triple sensor VER. 3 for compass calibrations to 1-to-grain accuracy, barometer, altimeter graphing pressure from 260 100 HPA and elevations to plus Fiat resolution, and thermometer tracing, 10 degrees east to 60 degrees E, all solar charged via Tough Solar for perpetual power in perpetual dusk. This Pathfinder Paragon, with rotary bezel notched for gloved grips and mineral glass guard, delves 100 meters against deluge drills. Its duplex LCD layering data depths where the register ring rotates for rapid reckonings of azimuths or ascents, illuminated by full auto EL backlight that banishes blackout burdens. The 40 record memory logs lapse in latitude, while world time in 48 cities and 5 alarms orchestrate operational overlaps. The countdown timer to 24 hours timing tension tolls, and the 100-second chrono capturing cumulative climbs. Sunrise-sunset scripts plot photo periods for patrol perimeters, augmented by power-saving sleep that slumbers sensors sans sacrifice. The resin band's triple-fold clasp conceding to 20mm lug swaps for leather lashes or NATO nooses. Priced at $280, it humbles high-end analogs in sensor savvy, with Mountaineers manifesting its summit scribe status that outstrips Suunto in solar stamina, the black case's matte menace masking movements in misty moraines. The dual-layer display, where icons ignite like incendiaries, harmonizes with the bezel's bold bearings for Bushido brevity, while mud-resistant gaskets gird against grit. In 2025's Crag of Conquests, the PAG 240 peaks paramount, where Barrow arcs and thermal traces transmute into tactical tomes, hoisting highbrows to horizon's hymn. This ProTrek pinnacle prisms the pantheon of peak pieces, a foliaged forerunner distilling daring do into dawn-lit durability, where luxury lodges in lofty legacy of layered lore. Number 4. MTM Black Status. The MTM Black Status infiltrates 2025's Intel intranet as the analog assassin with smart subterfuge, its 45mm titanium chassis, 13mm thick, at 120 grams, concealing a quartz mechanical hybrid where traditional hands pivot to compass mode via app alchemy, Bluetooth beaming bearings to plus-toss tutors, while city navigation plots pins from urban underbelly to outpost obscurity. This stealth smartwatch, with sapphire crystal shroud and carbon fiber accents, seals 100 meters for submerged signals, its digital subdial scrolling push notifications, hotkeys for hasty hails, and timer traps that tick in tandem with tritium tubes glowing 25 years sans surrender. The proprietary MTM app, iOS Android agnostic, customizes clock faces to cloaked cartography, tracking steps to 99,9999 via 3-axis accelerometer and calories via profile params, while the modular band rubber, leather, or steel swaps via quick pins for milieu mimicry, its deployant clasp concealing in cuff or camo. Battery bliss at 25 hours normalcy, recharging in 90 minutes to defy downtime, augmented by vibration alerts that vibrate veiled in vaults, the black dial's Lumi-pipped perimeter, piercing Paul like perimeter patrols. Priced at $750, it eclipses Apple in armored allure, with Spec Ops specialists sanctifying its shadow scribe subtlety that sinks sans spotlight, the sandblasted gray variant veiling vitals in vortex voids. The subdial's segmented saga, where sectors summon sectors of secrecy, weds the strap's supple shroud for stylistic scalpel, while anti-fog coatings conquer condensation. In 2025's cipher of covert calculus, the Black Status incises impeccably, where Bluetooth bonds and bearing blades bisect budget from brilliance, empowering elites with etched eminence. This MTM matrix melds the machinations of modern metrics, a veiled virtuoso distilling direction into digital dusk, where luxury lacerates limits in luminous lines of latent light. Number 3. Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777. The Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777 submerges supremely in 2025's subaquatic saga, its 43.4 mm stainless steel shell 13. 4 mm thick with cushioned contours, cradling the 4R36 Automatic's 41-hour reserve and 21,600 VPH sweep, hacking seconds and hand-winding for wound watches and wasteland watches, while the unidirectional bezel aluminum inked black with 120 clicks chronicles compressions to 200 meters per ISO edicts. This 1976 heirloom, with Hardlex dome and screw-down crown at 4 o'clock, deploys LumiBright Lume on sword hands, indices, and pip that radiates reef-like radiance for abyssal audits. The date Cyclops at 3 o'clock magnifying months amid murky missions. The silicone strap, embossed for aquatic adhesion, clasps with diver's extension for wetsuit weddings at 150 grams. Its 20mm lugs liberating leather or NATO for nautical nomadism, while Diashock dampens depths detonations for plus 25 seconds daily defiance. The black dial's wave-embossed expanse evokes oceanic omens, where bezel fades to fathomless for fusion finesse, the case's brushed flanks and polished bezel bevels balancing brutality with beauty. Priced at $370, it torpedoes tutors at thrift, with divers declaiming its strap sovereignty and ergonomic embrace that outwears Omega at ounces, a abyssal abyss where ebony undulates eternally. The tonneau cradle, hugging hulls like Leviathan layers, mates with the strap's supple shade for amphibious affinity, while helium vents herald hyperbaric heroism. In 2025's undercurrent of underwater icons, the SRP 777 submerges as a shelled sentinel, where resilience ripples through reimagined ruggedness, baptizing bold souls in buoyant bravery. This turtle testament tempers Seiko's tidal trove, distilling dive devotion into durable depths, where luxury laps at Leviathan levels in lean lines of lunar legacy. Number 2. Casio G-Shock Mudmaster GGB100. The Casio G-Shock Mudmaster GGB100 bulldozes 2025's barricades as the carbon-clad colossus for quagmire quests. Its 55.4 x feet 1.3 x 19. 4mm carbon core guard fortress forged from resin and fiber for 92-gram brutality-deflecting mud missiles and shock salvos via mud-resistant seals and urethane buffers, while the quad sensor suite summons compass to 1 degree north, altimeter barometer logging 40 highs lows to plus +10°, thermometer from 10 degrees to 60 degrees, and accelerometer amassing 999,999 steps for endurance epics. This master of G monolith, with double LED backlight banishing blackouts and Bluetooth bridging to G-Shock apps for auto-sync and route replays, dives 200 meters against deluge depths, its resin band's triple-fold clasp conceding to 26 MOSIMACH swaps for tactical tethers. The analog-digital hybrid, where hands halt for sensor sweeps and subdials, script sunrises, sunset, chronicles 38 city worlds, and 100-second splits with flyback fury, power-saving slumbers sustaining solar cells through subterranean sieges. Neobrite numerals and hands ignite in infrared inference, the black-gray accents evoking earthen entrenchments where the bezel's knurled crown conquers clods. Priced at $350, it outmuscles MTM's in mud mastery, with sappers sanctifying its quagmire quill that quells chaos with calibrated calm, the carbon weave whispering resilience in rubble realms. The module's fortified flanks, where sensors surge like sappers, harmonize with the strap's supple siege for all-terrain tenacity, while vibration alerts vibrate veiled in vaults. In 2025's mire of mechanized mayhem, the GGB100 grinds gloriously, where sensor symphonies and carbon cantos coalesce in Conquest's chorus, arming aggressors with armored acuity. This Mudmaster monad melds the maelstrom of metrics, a silt-shrouded sovereign distilling direction into durable dusk, where luxury lurks in the labyrinth of lasting lore. Number 1. Casio G-Shock Rangeman GW9400. The Casio G-Shock Rangeman GW9400 crowns 2025's catastrophe cadre as the solar sovereign survivalist. Its 55.2 x 53.5's 18.2mm resin rampart 93 grams of unyielding urethane upholding triple sensor VAR. 3 for compass constancy to 60 seconds north, altimeter barometer blueprinting pressures from 260 to 100 HPA with 40 record recall to plus B5s, and thermometer threading 10 days to 60D, all radio synced via multiband 6 across 6 continents for atomic allegiance. This master of G-Monarch, tough solar sustaining amid solar scarcities and LED backlight lacerating low-light labyrinths, forged 200 meters with mud-proof gaskets and shock-spongy struts, its resin bands buckle fast fidelity facilitating 26 milliwatt mod marathons for milieu mastery. The Digital Dominion dispatches sunrise, sunset scripts for sentinel shifts, one-touch timers trapping elapsed exigencies to 1,100 second, and world time weaving 48 cities with 5 alarms echoing over ether, the perpetual calendar prophesying to 2099 sans seasonal surrender. The blackout bezel and crimson accents evoke crimson dawns over contested crests where sensor icons surge like signal flares in the void. Priced at $300, it eclipses epics in endurance ethos, with Rangers rhapsodizing its Wilderness Warden wrist that wards wilderness woes with unwavering wisdom, the module's monolithic might merging metrics in midnight murmurs. The display's dense data, where digits dance in disciplined decree, weds the strap's rugged resilience for roan and repose, while power-save protocols preserve prowess in prolonged pursuits. In 2025's Forge of Forsaken Frontiers, the GW9400 reigns resplendent, where radio resonances and sensor sagas synthesize survival's scripture, anointing adventurers with anointed artistry. This Rangeman rubric rules the roost of rugged relics, a crested conqueror distilling dynasty into Dawn's decree, where luxury lords in lavish lineage of luminous legacy.